When you have bad weather, dark, and you are quite long in the race, you start to think that, what's the point in this? Why I'm not at home, sleeping like normal people?
It's basically legacy to decide an Endurance Quest course. When you think about it, it has been organized first 2002, the course design with Petteri, the legendary first world champion, and past 3 years I have been the honor to do it. And it's always a challenge, a big challenge to decide a course which can challenge even the best ones, and also with the navigation challenges, what I love to see, that even the best navigators face those challenges, that they see the map, think that, okay, this map is world class. And also that I want to see different stages, so fast gravel riding, and next time when you change the map, it's only trails with technical riding. Like when we go back to your 23 edition, the first time when you organized it in 9 years, we want to utilize the Finnish Championship mountain biking orienteering map in the Central Park. And now in Lake Saimaa, we have to make the mountain biking orienteering map because it's part of our, I would say, legacy, but mission to have also the MTBO map. And that's why we created on those hilly ski tracks on the area. And that's also a big challenge to make those.
So when we received the race scheme, we immediately got to work in speculating on what kind of gear we'd need. And I think probably over 50% of the time was used on speculating swim gear. What would we use? Would we take the mattresses? Would they fit in our bags? You know, we kept our options open to a very late stage. We made our decision on the bus going to Sulkava what we'd do after seeing the maps. And we decided to use mattresses for all participants on the team, and that seemed to be the winning tactics as we passed all the teams that started before us in the race.
We decided to push hard on the easy parts. There were also trail running, not only orienteering, and not to do any mistakes in the forest in the navigation part. So we already put our cards on the table on the second leg.
Stage 2. The trek in Ojala scene from 20 years ago. The trek was long, There were some harder choices to be made, how to get to checkpoint from checkpoint, and I think we held it quite well together. We didn't make any large errors, and we got through the stage nicely. Stage 3, something nobody expected. They split the team into two. The two went by canoe and two ran. We continued running with Jouko, and then Sanna and Visto went canoeing.
Dividing the 4-person team in 2 groups, that was not weighted. But I think we quite fast made a decision, according to map of course, that let's put the stronger canoers first to do the longer part, and then me and Pauliina, we did the shorter part as we are not that fast as Jaakko and Mikko. It was quite okay, but totally different from what we expected. Stage 4 started with a small mistake, probably like 5-10 minutes. We were in a hurry. We wanted to get rid of the other teams because there's always an advantage if you can follow. It was a stupid mistake, just going without looking actually on the compass at which way do we go. And quite soon we figured out that, hey, we are going now to the wrong direction, but not too big thing, and then you just have to forget it and move on.
Adventure racing is a unique sport because it combines so many elements and it has so many levels to it. It's so much more than just combining the different sports into one event. When you're having a really hard time, it's really good to have a good team around you that has a good spirit. You encourage each other, you help each other go forward, you take someone's backpack, you do the orienteering for them, you help each other during the different phases of the race. Everyone will have a hard time sometime during the race, and you'll need their help, they need your help. But we're there as a team together. That's what makes it unique. We enjoyed the first half of the race very much because we noticed we were in very good company. We were racing with some of the top teams, managing to stay in pace with them, moving with them during the race. And of course, especially in bike legs, you get benefit from riding as a group. Cool to be in that sort of pact of the very good teams and challenging those teams. I don't think anybody really thought we'd be in that group of teams.
Stage 6, longest stage in this race, 80 kilometers plus on the gravel roads, something we had been waiting for. There were quite long parts between the controls, so in those parts it's quite easy to set the pace really high, and on those points where it was really clear, we put our super domestic Mikko in the front, then the pace gets really high, and that went really well. We didn't do any mistake on the controls.
We did one colossal navigation error, which we didn't notice for quite a long time, like 10 minutes or so. And When we noticed what we'd done, we knew we'd gone through a forbidden area and that we have to go all the way back to avoid penalties. So we knew this was a big mistake, and we started going back, pretty pissed. I was the navigator there, I can say, and I was pretty pissed at myself for making that mistake, and got a bit of energy, of course, from being pissed about it. But then when we calmed down from there, I think slightly spiraled our energy from there onwards, that then we were a bit more tired, more small mistakes started happening. Then we had some more issues. 2 of our lamps failed, and we initially made a error in choosing what lamps to take on this segment. We didn't take enough lamp power, and then when the lamp power we did take failed on us, we ran into quite a bit of trouble in the navigation when it got dark.
During the 6th stage, we had the, let's say, quest that had more MTB within the MTB leg, which was surprising, I would say. It was quite tough. It was on some kind of cross-country skiing track, so it was really slow. Navigation, yeah, the map was good because it was MTBO map, but otherwise, in a way, simple but heavy. Small part there in the middle. 7th stage, already while we were doing the maps in the bus and in the morning, we could see that this would be the stage to focus really, really well, because it was really long. It was nearly, well, probably over 30 kilometers. I don't know how many kilometers we actually hiked, but probably 30. And it was really difficult. It was proper night orienteering. The weather was dark, it was raining, it was quite windy. The most important thing was not to do mistakes, because then you would lose. We had 40-minute lead when we started, and we knew that it's easy to lose 40 minutes if you start wandering around. So it was all about doing very good navigation with two persons, and not to do any mistakes during the stage.
So we headed out kayaking in the morning, and rain kept battering teams at that stage, and it was wet. We put on all the gear we had, wetsuits, jackets. We succeeded quite well in staying warm. It was a nice route, going through Savonlinna center and then heading out a little bit out to the archipelago. It was a nice route.
The last and final climax in the race was swimrun. At least for me and Jaakko, it was something to enjoy, as we've been doing swimrun quite a lot. It was, of course, it was refreshing after all the hours in bush and on the bike. Water was already a bit cold, not too bad.
Early part of that stage there was the rope section. It was pretty hard, I think, at that stage of the race to do ropes. You were quite tired, and especially I think I didn't do the U-maring, but teammates who did the U-mar felt it was quite hard to pull yourself up, and you got the ropes bundled up. It took quite a long time.
But it made the last part also, I would say, our biggest worry was that we were not on the air mattresses. We were doing proper swim run, swimming and running. If the second team was to come too close, they would have catch us. At some point when we looked back, we could see from one of the islands, like a long way back to the shore, we didn't see anyone. Then we were quite sure that, okay, those are not coming for us. The whole story about the race is really good for us. 1 year ago, we made the plan. We set a target that we will win the race. We improved our best parts. In this kind of race, you have to be at some areas better than the others. We succeeded on that, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty confident that we would have won the race here in Finland, even if there had been all the best teams from anywhere in the world, because it's so different to race on your home soil. you know the roads, you know the gravel, you know the forest, you know the maps. So that's why it's always difficult to win on other countries, because the teams that come from there, from the country where we are racing in, they have the advantage, and now we had the advantage, and we took the victory. This race was the hardest 24-hour race that we've been in. When you have bad weather, dark, and you are quite long in the race at night, you start to think that, okay, what's the point in this? Why I'm not at home sleeping like normal people? And then you're like, okay, let's not worry about this. We have been practicing for this a lot for 20 years or so. And as a team, even if I'm not that confident, I know you might have the feeling that I'm not confident. You know that you are there with 3 other guys. As a team, we will push it through. That's how you have to think, because otherwise you won't succeed.